Hi there, I'm Jacqueline for Vero, and we go around the world searching out wild and scarce, hard to find, small production wines and extra virgin olive oils. And we want to find awesome, special wines to bring to consumers, businesses, and distributors across the US who are passionate about enjoying the good things in life. But the truth is, to get all of these amazing bottles from the vineyards in their production countries to the warehouse is not as easy as it seems. There's a lot of hard work that goes on behind the scenes. So what are the challenges you're experiencing today in the winery, in the warehouse, Sheila?
Yeah, every day is different, and so I kind of have these 3 bottles in front of me as reminders for a follow-up. Every bottle we sell needs to be like really good and have a label on it. So I pulled this wine out of a box that was imported from Italy, and we'll have to get the label from the producer. And then I have these 2 wines, Case Corine Achille. If you see, it has like kind of a messed up label on the front and the back. This one, Fables Montepulciano. Both of them, unfortunately, were in a box where a bottle broke. So I actually have a claim check here for one of these incidents. I have to submit another claim, but I don't want to bore you with these details.
No.
But the point is, there's just a lot of details, and we really want to make like every customer happy with what they have.
So today, we're going to talk to the founder of our business, Sheila Donohue, and we're going to learn a little bit about what goes into running the Vero Warehouse. So we've already talked to Sheila in a previous video about all the decision making that goes into running the company. If you've missed that video, it's probably because you're not subscribed, so hit that subscribe button now and head over to verovino.com to sign up for the Vero newsletter to make sure you never miss another video or blog article again.
Oh, hey, Jackie.
Hey, Sheila, you got a minute to talk with us about what goes on behind the scenes at Vero Vino?
Sure.
All right. Awesome. I think that the first thing I really want to ask you is getting into just how this works. So what is your thought process that goes behind picking out the wines? How do you source the wines?
Let's just say we do have a fairly long list of criteria about which wines and olive oils to select. And, you know, how we encounter our producers is often like how you encounter friends. It's as your paths cross in some way or form, that will kind of start an interest, and then from there, potential, business relationship.
So each wine you pick, like you're not trusting someone else to tell you, oh, this is a good wine. You taste every wine,
Yes,
you pick every wine.
yeah,
So you know that when
And
you
you
get...
help too.
I have quite a few times. It's perks of the job. All right, so you've sourced the wines, you've picked out what you want. What does the process look like once the producer sends them out? What happens like here in the warehouse, or what does that look like for you as a small woman business owner here in the warehouse in terms of arrivals?
Yeah, so this kind of gets into a lot of the heavy lifting and moving parts that have to do with the business of ours, which is we're a wine importer, distributor, e-retailer. But specifically to get wine and olive oil from Europe primarily to here in our warehouse in Ventura, it involves just a lot of steps. So, picking up the wine from the producer to making sure all the pickups are done in time, so that way the container can get out on a specific boat, and then following when the boat will arrive, and then coordinating with the trucker who has to get the container from the port to here in Ventura at our warehouse, and finally to when the container actually arrives. You think that would be easy, but it's not. And I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, that was a question I had. I know your history is in, finance and tech. So was there a learning curve for you coming into this industry and starting in the warehouse? What kind of, were there any things that happened that you went, I was not expecting this?
Yeah. There's been a lot of things that honestly are usually fires to fight last minute, but like when we got our first container here in Ventura, I had gotten a small group of people, which are basically neighbors here in this industrial complex, to help me out. But then as we were going to start unloading the container, we saw that there was this piece of metal that was like blocking the container door. And we had no way to open it, so we had to figure that out. But we figured it out. Like,
thank goodness, because otherwise that would be hard to unload the container without being able to open it. And things like that they don't tell you when you think about importing wines, that you have to be able to manipulate large pieces of metal.
Yeah.
All right, we've walked through the sourcing, we've walked through the shipping, we've walked through what you had to learn in order to unload the trucks. So what about now that the wine's in the warehouse? Who's your target? I mean, who can buy wines from Vero?
Before starting the company, I saw there was an opportunity, presumably, for America to get to know these small producers, like some of these wines you see next to me. And I found out, they weren't in the U.S. But then I'm like, why aren't they already in the U.S.? And in part is because of all the logistics, and that not only adds cost, but also just a lot of overhead. I also, realized that this business model needed to be different than most other importers. So what we do is we sell all around America, and anyone and everyone that we can, let's say, legally ship to, whether it's a consumer, it could be a business like doing gifting for their clients, or it could be distributors state by state, and wine stores and restaurants in certain states where we distribute.
Okay, so basically you're unique, these unique rare wines that are really hard to find here in the U.S. Anyone, I mean, whether you're a private consumer wanting to sip at home, or a restaurant wanting to serve unique wines on their wine list, or distributors, or I love the idea of corporate gifting, personally. I think that would be, as a businesswoman, if, the idea of being gifted these unique and rare wines would be really thoughtful.
And olive oils,
and
too.
olive oils as well. And all right, Sheila, I want to wrap this up with just getting to know you a little bit. So what is your favorite part about your job, about running this company? And what is your favorite thing about wine? What do you love about wine the most?
So one of my greatest joys that I get when we make like really cool discoveries, like this Bosquera, which is a really rare grape, and we were the first to actually import the grape into America. It gives me a lot of satisfaction and joy to when the wine finally arrives after this long process, and then to see people's reaction when they taste it. That pleasure and curiosity of tasting something that they never had before.
That's wonderful. And it's something really unique to Vero, and opposed to like other importers, is this idea of discovery. I have to say personally, my favorite part of working for Vero is how many new grape varieties that I've been able to check off my list, or new areas too, places you don't normally think to buy wine from. And thankfully, because Sheila sources everything herself, we know they're good. Well, thank you so much for showing us around the warehouse today, because living in Italy, I don't always get to see it.
Thanks for coming all the way from Italy.
I've been so jazzed to be here today. It's been awesome. Thank you for your hospitality and showing everybody around. And I just want to say kudos to you for this amazing journey. It's really amazing to see what you have built as a small woman-owned business. As a small woman-owned business. So thank you. Do you want to let our viewers know where they can find Vero products?
Sure, yeah. So our website is verovino.com. That's verovino.com. If you're a distributor, wine store, restaurant, or just a wine explorer that loves discovery of delicious wines and olive oils, that's where you should go.
Awesome. verovino.com. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to leave all the links that we've talked about in this video below in the description to check them out and find verovino.com. Please, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and make sure to subscribe to the channel and to the newsletter on verovino.com to stay up to date on all new content, blogs, and products that are being released. I will see you with the next video, which could be one of these here. I'll see you there. Bye.